Hi guys, welcome to Xbox On.
In this video, we're going to be taking a look at some achievements that you think are only going to take you a few minutes to unlock, but in fact end up taking you weeks.
Yeah, so here are some really short achievements that took us an age to unlock.
One achievement that is definitely going to take you a week to unlock when you first start going through it is also one of my personal favorites, and that's Mile High Club from Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This achievement had me tearing my hair out when I first started the process of continuous trial and error that this achievement requires to unlock. First of all, you'll have to be playing on Veteran, which means that even the smallest of errors will end up with you being killed. If that's not hard enough, you only have a minute to make your way through the entire plane, which is filled with enemies. And then, when you finally manage to make it to the end of the gauntlet, you have to pull off a headshot on the enemy holding the VIP that you're trying to rescue. And yeah, don't be like me and miss the first time. It's not a good feeling. However, there is a silver lining because thankfully the level plays out almost identically every single time you play it, so you can learn exactly what you need to do and in exactly what order. Things like when to use your knife, when to throw a flashbang, when to reload, where the enemies are going to come from, all the things that you'll learn during the week of practice it'll take you to unlock. But the biggest tip that I can give you to unlock this achievement is just don't give up, as it's also going to require a little bit of luck even when you know exactly what you need to do, though I'd also recommend watching some guides on YouTube to help you get a head start.
Remember back in 2013 when a guy created the simple mobile game Flappy Bird and people went crazy for it? The premise was simple. You touched the screen to keep a little Flappy Bird afloat and you guided him through Mario-esque pipes. However simple it sounds, it was extremely frustrating and led to the creator getting so much abuse that he took the game off of the App Store. Well, due to Goat Simulator, you've got a chance to relive those frustrating memories all over again. And if anything, they're even more annoying this time round. Whilst in Goat Simulator, head to the coffee shop and up the stairs to the TV. On it, you'll see a lovely goat-themed rip-off of Flappy Bird. Be prepared to get very frustrated. Now, a lot of getting this is just luck. It's a case of trying over and over again until you hit that sweet spot and somehow fluke it into double digits. The actual timing can be horribly tricky. It feels slower than the mobile version and you'll get a little button crazy in the heat of the moment and send your goat crashing to its death. Some people fluke it and get it quite quickly. For some people, it's a few solid hours, and for others, they may never see that achievement pop. Of course, once you do get it, the whole process takes under a couple of minutes. You will never know true frustration until you press Y too quickly on number 9 and crash out after hours of trying. RIP our sanity.
This next achievement was one that, when I first set my eyes on it in World Size Achievements, I thought that it wouldn't be too difficult to unlock, and with a bit of trial and error, I'd be able to unlock it pretty quickly, but oh, how wrong I was. Months later, and after hours and hours of trying, I still haven't been able to unlock it. All you need to do is go through 25 portals in Infinite Love mode without dying. Though to be fair, the one big advantage of trying to go for this achievement is that you do end up unlocking a fairly nice chunk of gamer score, as you get achievements for surviving through 5, 10, 15 and 20 portals until you finally manage to get that Infinite Lover achievement, though I still haven't been able to get past 15. But one of the biggest things that you'll learn while trying to get this achievement is that even the smallest of mistakes is going to end your attempt. Whether that's just slightly mistiming a jump, doing a particular stage just that little bit too slowly, or getting killed by a rotating spiky ball of death that you'll just learn to despise. Trust me, you will. But to be honest, it would be all well and good if every stage stayed the same through the entire achievement attempt. You could learn and perfect each stage as they come, but guess what? They don't. They get harder and harder, with things like missiles being added to the stage, or parts of the ground will no longer be there, just so there's so many more ways for you to screw up. If I ever manage to get this achievement that on paper doesn't actually look that difficult, I'll be jumping down the street because I think it's going to take more than weeks to unlock. It's going to take months, it's going to take years. It's one of the hardest achievements that I've ever gone for.
Headhunter is the teeth-grindingly difficult achievement from the Dishonored DLC Done Well City Trials. In it, you'll have to complete the Assassin's Run with 100% accuracy using only headshots. Now, I know that sounds like the kind of thing where if you practice enough, you'll get it quite quickly, but it's actually a bit of a nightmare. Guards change routes, so you'll never get the same run twice in a row. The guards can be genuinely very difficult to kill, so you end up dying a lot, and a lot of the time, you'll kill the guard, but you'll miss the headshot. Any one of these factors can totally mess up the perfect run and leave you screaming internally. The first room is tricky, but you can get to grips with it after a while. The second room is okay because there's a bookshelf to hide on. The third room is a nightmare. The guards are hard as nails and move far too quickly for someone who desperately needs a headshot. And let's not forget this guy. It is so hard to get a headshot. Due to the distance, you need to aim above his head, seamlessly into the middle of nowhere to actually hit his head. It's hard to tell whether or not you even land the headshot, and it won't be until you finish the level and realize there's no achievement pop that you realize you messed up. Oh, and let's not even talk about the last room. It's horrible and you'll probably die, let alone anything else. All in all, it's not a particularly long trial to get through, but to meet all the conditions needed, it's going to take the patience of a saint. Good luck, you have been warned.
This next achievement is one of those achievements that I've been going for a long time and have yet to still unlock it, and that's Beyond the Impossible in Battletoads. To unlock it, all you need to do is complete a single loop of the Turbo Tunnel, which sounds simple enough, but like Infinite Lover, means you can't make a single error for a whole 2 minutes and 20 seconds if you're going to unlock it. The key to getting this achievement is to memorize the entire track one step at a time, because the things you're going to need to dodge on the loop are going to come at you thick and fast, and can sometimes actually be quite difficult to tell where exactly they're going to appear on screen, leading to mistakes that cause you to just go splat. So, you just need to make sure you remember the entire level until it just becomes muscle memory, as the loop is identical every single time you attempt the achievement. Thankfully, it never changes, otherwise, I think this could be one of those near impossible achievements that you just never unlock. Also, one big tip that I can give you is with the ramps that you'll come up against in Turbo Tunnel, you just need to hit them to make the jump. The amount of times that I've seen people press jump at the same time and end up in the water, questioning what's going on, you would not believe. But this is one of the achievements that is definitely going to take you weeks to unlock.
Om Nom Nom times 4. Fun to say, horrible to actually complete. If you like your soul-destroying achievements a little more retro, then Pac-Man is the game for you. Picture the scene, or just look at the screen right now as I illustrate it. You're playing that cheeky little hungry Pac-Man who's on the hunt for grub, whilst also being hunted by colourful ghosts who want to eat him. Standard video game stuff. So with Om Nom Nom times 4, you guessed it, you'll be Om Nomming 4 times over, which basically means eating one of the pills that allows you to eat the ghosts and gobbling them all up. The reason this is so insanely difficult is that you'll be working with very harsh time limits. So you've got to try and get all the ghosts near you, all the while making sure they don't touch you. Once you hit a pill, they will scatter and very quickly turn back to their normal evil selves. It's hard enough getting this down once, but you've got to do it 4 times in the same go. And hey, you might pull it off 3 times and then mess up on the final one and have to start all over again. The ghosts all have their own behaviors, which can help you plan ahead, but can also lead to chaos as you try and remember which one tends to run and hide and which one wants to eat your face off. If you can time it all right, you'll get the achievement done in 2 minutes. It might just take several years of practice to get there.
Now, this achievement was without a doubt one of the most frustrating achievements that I've ever gone for, and it's definitely going to take you quite a while to unlock, unless you're Lydia, who's somehow managed to get it in an hour, and that's the final countdown in Castle Crashers. All you need to do to unlock the final countdown is survive for 2 minutes 30 in a back-off barbarian match. Throughout your attempts, more barbarians will appear on the map, and they'll also get faster, which tends to end up with you being squished fairly quickly. There are a few factors that make this achievement difficult to unlock, but also a few things that you can do to help yourself out a bit and reduce the time it takes you to unlock this achievement from weeks to days. First of all is the map that you get for the achievement. Ideally, you want one that's a bit more open and doesn't have tight areas which make it hard to avoid the barbarians, especially later on in your achievement attempt. The next thing is the random button movement pattern that you get for your attempt, which changes from go to go, but ideally you want one that allows you to use the buttons that are directly next to each other to help you move that little bit faster, as some combinations are definitely harder than others. And my final tip is when you're getting towards the end of the attempt, but it's getting a bit chaotic, to avoid the barbarians, just button bash as fast as you can and hope for the best. This is definitely one of those achievements that requires a bit of luck, but also a lot of persistence.
The Geometry Wars games are famed for turning tiny challenges into hard as diamond achievements. How many evenings did we lose to skimming the borders to earn the second game's wax on and wax off achievement? If I close my eyes now, I can still see the hundreds of neon blighters trying to gang up on me. But my pick for this list comes from the first Geometry Wars and is the infamous Survived 1 Million award. It does what it says on the tin. You need to stretch out one life until you score 1 million points. On paper, this can be done in around 6 to 8 minutes, but in reality, you can screw up that paper and throw it in the nearest fire. Staying alive for 1 million points requires incredible crowd control, keeping the screen as clear as you can and making sure to position yourself where the spawns won't screw you over. The general winner strategy appears to be traveling in a circular shape in the middle of the screen, as it avoids getting boxed in by the walls and lets you keep enemies on their toes. Do these shapes even have toes? Yeah, that's one to research later. Of course, the real challenge comes in knowing when to start dropping your smart bombs. You really want to be sitting on them for the later stages of the run where things can get impossibly overwhelming. If you're using them to bail yourself out when below 500,000 points, it's probably not going to work out for you. You need to learn some strategies for dealing with certain enemies or develop some guts. Either will help. The balancing act of survival and progression is what screws most people over. And I do mean most people, as only a tiny fraction of players have unlocked this brute of an achievement. Yes, these will be the longest 8 minutes of your life. If you have this one unlocked, let us know in the comments box so we can bow before you.
I don't think it would be possible for us to do an achievement list like this without, of course, including one from Overwatch, which after playing the game for an entire year, I still don't have a load of the ones that I've been trying to get. But Rapid Discord has definitely got to be one of the hardest because not only does it require playing well and having a good team, but it also requires a bit of luck. To unlock Rapid Discord, you need to get 4 kills or assists with Zenyatta's Orb of Discord within 6 seconds in quick or competitive play. 6 seconds! Now, think about just getting 4 kills within 6 seconds. That's pretty difficult in itself, but getting 4 kills or assists with the Orb of Discord being on each enemy requires some incredible team coordination, with you also making sure that you've got the Orb of Discord on the enemies in the right order that they're killed in. Playing solo, I'm pretty certain that this achievement is nearly impossible to unlock, or it's just like winning the lottery. Though if you team up with a couple of friends who plays heroes such as Soldier 76 and Orisa, it could be a lot more achievable to unlock, especially if you coordinate using your ultimates in a big team fight. Though, if I'm being completely honest with you, I still feel like I'm going to be trying to unlock this achievement for some time to come. If you've managed to get it, do make sure to let us know in the comments below because, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be incredibly jealous.
So there we have it, some achievements that are going to have you tearing your hair out in absolutely no time at all. Make sure to let us know in the comments if you managed to unlock any of them because we know we haven't. And also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos.
And make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and check out last week's list feature whilst you're at it. We'll see you next time.
Bye!